ready to be amazed?
Greetings.
Remember to eat more sweets.
Would you care for refreshments?
Gather around, but not too close. My tricks are daring and dangerous. And now, prepare to be stunned right out of your shoes. Behold!
Do you have everything?
Fire from my hands! Whoa! Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that one got away from me. Still, as far as tricks go, that one was well done. Thank you. For this next trick, I shall dazzle your eyes. Behold, magenta-ish. Come on, people, I'm working here. And now, some magicians conjure a single dove, but I shall summon an entire flock out of thin air.
Would you care
Behold! Ah, my eyes! Somebody shoot them! Help me! Help! Oh, they're illusions. That's the life of a master magician, folks. Sometimes I even amaze myself. Now, prepare to witness a feat no other magician has ever performed and lived. Watch carefully. I can only do this
Can I
once.
offer you something to drink?
Behold! Alakazam! Alakazoom! Oh, that's not it. Alakazap? It's definitely Alaka something. Alakaboom?
Hello, folks. Figured I would let you guys enjoy a little bit of the RP there first and foremost before I started the commentary for this particular Guild Wars 2
I'm
beta
not sure
setup.
about this.
Basically, in this particular one, you're going to see a little bit of my Mesmer and a little bit of the Noble storyline, which is what's going on right now. Basically, I'm a completionist, and I'm going to walk around and talk to some of these nobles here at the party, and kind of in the meantime, talk to you a little bit about, kind of what's going on here. Thus far, I've leveled a little bit. I'm already known as the hero of Shaymore,
May I offer you
and I'm basically just kind of enjoying
It's the hero of Shaymore.
a little celebration, I guess is the best way to say it. As you saw earlier in my Guardian video, whenever I entered the instance itself, there was a different kind of storyline, and that's because in the beginning you get a choice on where you're going to want your character to be born from. I was particularly raised in the streets on my Guardian, and on my Mesmer here, I decided, well, I'm going to make her a noble. And as such, you get a different branching story arc. Now, I don't know if every character is going to witness the same thing as what, I'm particularly showing you right now, or if it's going to branch off from even from that. I haven't got to be high enough level to be able to tell, honestly. But I think that the detail even in this part is amazing, and I can't, express that enough with ArenaNet's, backing of this and NCSoft, because you look at these characters and it's kind of like, it's almost like Dragon Age in a regard, and Skyrim. I've only watched my fiance play Skyrim. I know I'm a very bad gamer to admit that. I plan on playing it. I really promise I do. I just haven't got around to it yet.
Would you care for
I still have to play the video game he got me for Christmas, so. But here I am, I'm just kind of bouncing around in town clothing, which I did witness. You guys got to witness that a little bit earlier with my Guardian. It's, like I said, basically the same setup. And I love this chick, by the way, this Baroness Yolanda. She's so funny because she's a hopeless gossip, and I totally call her that. But basically, as I was saying about town clothing, they're probably going to offer microtransactions in which you can purchase and have, a little prettier outfits. You'll probably have something along the lines of what you're seeing with the nobles wearing right now, or probably something even better, which is something I look forward to quite a bit. And I kind of get bored of the party. I was clicking on some of the food and stuff, and it doesn't let you click on it, which that's kind of a shame. And I wish that they would let you sit in chairs, which, this is beta. They could change it. But here I am. I'm following Lord Farron, who is... He's a funny character. I like him. Oh no, bandits!
Get your hands off me, you scum!
It's hilarious.
Help! Murder!
Murder! Mayhem!
Bandits! Dead!
So funny. Here I am. I'm actually stuttering for a second. I'm like, I can't attack. My abilities aren't open. Oh, there they are. And these nobles, my friends, are all like, we'll help you. And I'm like, yay. Now, something that I've noticed here is it's about to get really, really hard as these nobles die because I'm the superior hero, obviously. You know, I am the hero of Shaymore. But as you can tell in the bottom screen, for one, I'm dying quite frequently there because I'm stuttering trying to hit an ability. And there, that 6 key, like I said, folks, that's the heal. I just used that to my big ability, but look at me now, I'm about dead. That was a scary moment. I can remember my heart racing right there. Basically what I'm doing here, where I'm level 3, I do not have the option to switch weapon sets, unfortunately, so I have, and you really don't have the time to try to open up your inventory and switch it out that way manually. You'd probably die quite frequently if you try to do that on a regular basis, and you're not going to have to once you get level 7. But as you can tell, my main hand, which are the first 3 abilities, has 1 ability to it. And I have my offhand, you know, skilled up enough to where I can use those abilities. Unfortunately, though, this fight took place a little bit before I thought it would. I was not really thinking when I equipped a new weapon and decided that I was going to go to this party and then click on the next quest. As you can see on my number 2 key down there, you can see that it's basically almost completely skilled up, which means that I can use it soon. You'll see it pop up on the screen here in a second. Amidst this constant kiting, that's all I was doing, and this is just constantly kiting to save myself, so I didn't die.
You're kidding,
and
right?
honestly, guys, I think that's part of what makes this a difficult, you know, and challenging kind of environment is, you know, you could go around and quest, and if you've got a new weapon equipped and you haven't, you know, learned those skills, like I just learned illusionary counter, which is that 2 key, then it can make it more challenging because you've got, you know, only a few handful of abilities that you've got at your arsenal while you're trying to learn another one. And it's actually a really good ability. It blocks an attack and summons an illusion for you, so that's pretty amazing. Mesmer, took me a while to get used to, but I absolutely love that class, and it's probably going to be the first class that I level when it actually goes live. I'm still very torn though. Guardian's a lot of fun, and I'll be quite honest, Elementalist is very, very fun. I grasp Elementalist pretty quick. As you can see, you search and you talk basically completely by your F key. You can choose to click on those things, or you can F key it right here. And you see those little symbols above their heads? That's a resurrection symbol. That means you can actually go over to that person and res them right there. That's something that you'll see a little more frequently in some of my other videos, because basically in this game, there is no wait until after combat. You're going to have to get them alive in some of these fights to be able to complete some of these fights. So it's kind of like a battle res, basically.
I heard Farron shouting. Where is he?
I saw those ruffians dragging him down
No
the street.
ruffians.
They're going to kill him.
So as you can
Calm
see,
down.
you know, my character's
See
like,
to the other
okay, I've got to
guests
go
and make sure
save
no one
this
else
Lord
has been
guy,
harmed.
you know, my
I'll
friend
go
dude,
after
he's
Lord
getting in
Farron.
trouble again. Sound familiar? In this particular one, though, I'm not as
We'll
bad
take
with
care of things
directions,
here.
though, so
Go after
you guys will
Farron.
be very proud of me. I'm finally grasping the green arrows. See, look, I am following the green arrows. But, as you can tell, I'm kind of checking the keys right here, and my 3rd ability's slowly starting to unlock. Honestly, you don't really pay attention to it unless you're in a fight like that I was just in, where having that 3rd ability would have been very, very key to you. I'm summoning a warden, basically, who does some attacks, and that ability right there actually cripples anybody who walks across it as an enemy, and then if I were to go across it on my character, I actually get a speed boost, and you'll see that in a little bit. But, I'm just pretty much kiting here. I can't really tell, I haven't figured it out yet. I probably will once I toy around with it a little bit more, but I think that my 1 key is actually a ranged ability, and then whenever I get close, it turns into a melee ability. I'm not exactly sure on that, though. I'll be honest, I was pretty much just pushing buttons until I figured it out. And see, here I'm looting, but the little speed boost on near my health bar there, you can tell that it gave me a speed boost. And then I'm just gonna come up here and beat this guy to death. It's like, yeah, die, dude. And there I am, constantly moving. Constantly moving. Again, the detail in this game is very gorgeous. I actually just started playing Guild Wars 1 again, and I'd never made a Prophecies character, and I was running around some of those cities, and I was like, oh wow, this is really pretty, but you can tell it's so dated, and then I come back into this game, and I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful. And here I just ran into these guys. I didn't even see them there. I don't know if that was an intention or not. And of course, they're ranged, so the little, you know, speed boost cripple thing does absolutely nothing for me. So here I'm just like, I'm just gonna kind of trick them here and just go around this fruit cart, fruit marketplace. I'm starting to get a grasp on things a little bit more, particularly in this particular class too. And you'll see in the F1 and F2 and F3 keys, those actually have special abilities on them. One of them I think is a confuse, another one is an explosion. It causes your images to go toward their target and pretty much just blow up on them. So it's kind of like tree ants and WoW, and I guess mushrooms for the Moonkin class, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. And if I'm not mistaken, I'll be honest, I've never really leveled a High Druid. I pretty much play Priest. But here I am basically just doing more fight sequences, again dodging and kiting where I can, and using abilities where I can, and trying to get things, you know, skilled up to where I'm not suffering so much as I was that first little bit. Gosh, that was an epic fight, though. Let me just tell you, I really think that you can increase the difficulty level pretty much by doing that if you wish. If you think something's a little too easy, then by all means stick on a new weapon and go into it, because it'll definitely make it entertaining, because you're sitting there fighting for your life like I was, as you could tell. I am a little bit slow on keys, I will admit, because I'm still trying to look around and see where they're going, because these mobs don't just stand still for you most of the time. They are constantly moving too. I was watching another video by another particular person, I think is Dantain, I think? I don't know. He does the videos Get Crit, and he's hilarious. I love watching his videos, but that was one of the things that he said. He was just like, whoa, where'd they go? I actually have to pay attention to my screen here, and it's absolutely true.
Soon,
oh no, bandits.
Death.
Here I am again, just, you know, waylaying away and constantly moving back and forth. And that 2 key comes in really handy. Once I figured out what it exactly does, that was my best friend, because, you know, the fact that I can dodge an attack like that automatically, I don't have to worry about having to hit one of my directional keys to do it. Oh, that's an amazing, you know, ability, because this whole game is about dodging arrows and making sure that you can survive, and personal accountability, basically. It's heavily personal accountability. Every time I get close to death, it's just like, I'm going to die, or something like that. It's pretty funny. I heard that a lot during this particular encounter. There's a little bit of lag there, I'm sorry. There I went through it again, and I got, you know, I don't know what I was thinking here. I think I lagged out or something, but here this guy kind of like jumped back and forth. I don't know if that was an ability or if that was just lag from the beta, but it wasn't too bad, honestly. Like I said before, I did not have much trouble as far as lag in the instances or anything, and I had my settings up fairly high. I think the only thing I don't have turned on is shadows, but so yeah, I like that. It's an increasingly nice feeling, and I knew something else was going to come through that door, so I'm like, oh, I'm totally crippling it. And see, there's the dash effect. It's pretty nifty if you're in a rush, and I can see how that would be very nice with groove aspects. But and this guy must be a little mini boss. I didn't even realize it until I started looking at him a little bit closer, and I was like, oh, hey, he's got a name. He's not just a bandit. And like I said, most of this video is me, you know, fighting as a Mesmer, giving you some combat showing of that. And, you know, this will all change. This is based on my main hand and offhand. You know, once you equip different ones, you have different abilities, and some of them are really, really nice, let me just say. I tried out pistol for my Mesmer, and oh my god, I love it. It's amazing. Oh my goodness, it's just, you get to summon an illusionary pistol shooter, basically, and you just hear him in the, you know, going away with it. But anyway, this fight was so much fun. I really, honestly, just watching it again, I want to play this game so bad. It's just not even funny. I've logged on to Guild Wars 1, like I said, you know, I'm actually leveling Mesmer through prophecies, and, you know, you could see some of the correlations between the class, you know, then and now, basically, but you see a lot of differences, and I was just going through with some friends and looking around at everything and kind of getting a feel for the lore, and it's just, oh, I just can't wait for it. It's,
Thank you.
had to
I'm
save
feeling
Lord
much better
Farron,
now.
you know, because he was a baddie and got himself caught.
Am I pleased to see you? Though if you wanted me to leave the party, a simple "begone, freeloader" would have
I like
sufficed.
that part. Begone, freeloader.
I'll make a note of that.
Very good acting.
Any idea who these hooligans were? Or what they wanted?
Not really. I did hear them discussing a farmhouse in Shaymore. They were going to lock me up there with the rest of their hostages.
Then I have more work to do. I can't save you and leave the others to rot. Bad form, you know.
Count me in. I may not be a centaur-killing berserker like you, but I can take care of myself. I'll meet you there.
And there's another part of a story down, and you can see me going through the options here for the equipment. Mostly I'm just getting what I think looks pretty, because I have no idea what power or vitality or any of that really means yet. I have to do some more research. But like I was saying, you know, I was grading this, and it dawned on me a little bit later on throughout the beta that, you know, the difficulty level is kind of my personal feel, because depending on what I had equipped, like I said, that was very challenging for me, but, you know, for somebody who had not had a weapon or something, you know, equipped like that, it might not have been as challenging for them, you know, if they had everything skilled up, basically, whereas I was like, I have one ability to use, oh, no. But I mean, I'll show you some more footage as far as the Mesmer and stuff is concerned. I have some different clips, basically, of just within Divinity's Reach that I think are really nice, that RPers will like to look at especially. Like I said, I also still have an Elementalist video that I'm going to put out there, and it's pretty long. It's a very long one, and I will promise to try to not commentate as, you know, much. But as you know, I talk quite a bit, I ramble quite a bit, and but here I am, I'm just looking through things. As you can see, I equipped a different offhand, and there are 2 new abilities that I have to start leveling up, and, you know, I'm just like, oh, I'm going to do it again. But anyway, I will make sure to post up a new video shortly, probably in the next few days. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular one with the noble storyline and some Mesmer fighting skills. Thank you very much. Have a good eve.